Alright, y'all, you know what time it is. What up? This is Giovanni with the Seattle Side Show. We've got another clip. We got another podcast. I'm doing both. Video, audio. This is just the video. The audio isn't recording yet. But I should probably do that, actually. My bad, y'all. I'm still new to this. Wow. What up, y'all? You know what time it is. It's Giovanni from the Seattle Side Show. I've got the video going to my right for those watching on YouTube, and I've got the audio going on my left for those listening on the podcast. You know what time it is. Wait, what's that look? Yeah, I'm outside on the porch, y'all, chilling on this brisk day for y'all with my hands cold and my ears cold. But this is what I do for my fans. Anyways. Let's jump right into it. We got another Tales from Reddit / Inquisitive Incantations for the YouTube crowd. This is going to be Inquisitive Incantations 2. And this is going to be Tales from Reddit 4 for the podcast. I'm a little confusing, but it's rolling. Anyways, you guys know my favorite. I started a little there. I'm still new to this, y'all. But you guys know my favorite subreddit, social skills. And you know this podcast is mainly about the social skills. If you don't believe me, check my YouTube channel. Those watching right now, I've got clips of me, not video, but audio clips of me in bars. Audio clips of me at the mall talking to people. Like raw street, raw, real, uncensored. Check it out. Here's my proof for you. So let's get these social skills in. Question is from you, Copatus. Okay, being quiet isn't a flaw, they say. Let me get the camera on my last clip. The audio wasn't loud enough, so you're gonna be up close and personal with me. YouTube crowd. Being quiet isn't a flaw. I'm quite the sociable person, and last night after meeting some new people, one of them messaged me to say they really liked me and to apologize for being very quiet most of the night. Imagine that. I never once thought this person was too quiet. Yes, I did notice she was quiet, but I also noticed she was listening and interested in the conversations. That's a good point. And I'll say this one. I have both modes. I've got my Giovanni Seattle Side Show vlogger, podcaster mode, but I also have my quiet solitude mode. And what I've gotten from women personally, especially females are a bit more observant. They say I'm a great listener, so I can turn, and that's a real thing that people say, guys. So do not underestimate that. People love listening skills, and I've even gotten that compliment from my bosses and things. Lots of people, me included, grew up being made fun of for being too quiet and now are always worried about not speaking enough in conversations. This is a stupid worry. Well, there isn't a right amount to speak. And he puts in bold, see if I can zoom in there for the YouTube crowd. Being quiet isn't a flaw and there's nothing to be ashamed of. Yes, sometimes one-on-one conversations can be awkward or more difficult if one or both are very quiet, but the opposite is also true. Just because someone is talking a lot doesn't mean the conversation is good. That's very true. And often, depending on the topic, it can get kind of heated if they're both talking, especially if they start talking over each other. And especially us in the black community, we do that a lot. Latino community too, Hispanics, how you want to identify. Yes, sometimes. I said that. Sorry. If you're attentive to the conversation, are interested in it, care about the topic or the person speaking, it doesn't matter how much you talk. Plus, you'll notice that if you aren't constantly catching yourself not talking enough, you'll lose much of the anxiety. Well, let me say that again. That is so important. I really like this post. Plus, you'll notice that if you aren't constantly catching yourself not talking enough, you'll lose much of the anxiety that comes with with conversation in the first place. That is so true. And I don't mean to stop your topic here, Copatus, but I say so many times, and not if you listen to my social skills clips, I talk all the time about, I've said it several times, especially in my optimism clip. You can check that out. I say, when I'm in the bar, by the way, Optimism is this huge brewery, and there's a bunch of people at a bunch of tables, and I say, just be natural and just go up to them and you talk. And once you start talking and they sense your natural, non-awkward, non-threatening energy, and in that very clip, someone says, they tell me, hey, you have a very disarming personality. I'm just natural, just like I'm talking to this camera right now. Like, some people could be looking at me like, why is that guy talking to himself? Is he crazy? I don't give a bulldog on whip that look crazy. I'm talking to the camera. That's what I do. I'm talking. I'm natural about it. Let's continue. Plus, you'll notice that if you aren't constantly okay, sorry, my mind, ADHD. In addition, adding a word or two to let, oh, that's a typo there. You put TOL for two. To let the person know you're listening goes a long way, and it's easy to remember. Oh yeah, that's so nice, that's so good, I'm happy for you, same, and so on. Adding a word or two to let the person know you're listening goes a long way. Yep, that's very true. As long as you're not doing that whole nodding your head thing on thing that guys do with girls on dates to make them think that they're listening, but the chick's like, no, they're not really into them. But that's a whole different topic. That's dating game. We'll keep it. We won't talk that on this channel. Simple words that don't switch the talk to you. Simple words that don't switch the talk to you, okay? If you're shy and don't know what to say, but put you actively in the conversation and keep the other person talking and feeling good. Woo! Okay. So I'm about to get up and just start walking on this one, y'all. I got to get up. My ADHD is kicking in. So, hold on a second. For the YouTube crowd, you guys are used to this. YouTube crowd is used to this. So, okay. Podcast crowd. I'm gathering my stuff and I'm walking. Damn. Okay. So, this looks crazy. Okay, so here's the thing, y'all. When you're like, how do I want to put it? Being natural is so important. And I've said this to so many people. If you're a naturally, I'm about to just set this. I wasn't going to get up and walk. This ain't going to work with this setup. If you're naturally a more, how do I want to put it? You're naturally a more quiet person. Don't try and force sounding quote unquote extrovert. Or don't try and force, damn, y'all, bad. I'm it's cold out here, so I'm sniffling and stuff. But I'm gonna look back on these videos and I'll be like, that was a mess. I just tried to get up and walk, y'all. And it didn't work because I gotta keep the laptop open. And it was dumb. But anyways, but if you're a naturally introvert person, don't try and put on that cool, suave Brazilian jiu-jitsu. If it don't work, it doesn't work, and people will pick up on the awkwardness of it. I endorse everything that he said. I was actually reading this thread to see if I could find something wrong with it. Not that I'm some social skills professional, but I just really like talking about social skills. But I also want to play devil's advocate. Now, I want to say being quiet isn't a flaw per se, but just like how talking too much can be a thing, you can definitely be too quiet. And what I mean by that is, I know, so when how do I want to say this? So in Seattle, it's a very introvert nature and introvert culture. You got a lot of nerdy tech dudes, nerdy, geeky, comic reading, magic playing guys, okay? They don't have the best social skills. That's what inspired me to do the Seattle Side Show. Talk about social skills. But we could be in having a group conversation and they're so quiet where they're not really talking at all, or they barely engage. And God forbid we start talking about dating to so many dudes where they say the minimum but they're so quiet that people kind of don't get comfortable around them because you're too quiet. And too quiet, let's say, let me give you a sample conversation. I go up to my homeboy Phoenix. Oh, what's up, Phoenix, man? How you doing? Like, how's the cat? Like, did you get that new Hello Kitty sticker last night? I was like, yeah, man, I just ordered the new Hello Kitty sticker, blah, 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 blah. What you think about PewDiePie's new girlfriend, Minnie Mouse? Oh, man, that's crazy. I didn't hear about this and this. And then my other friend jumps in. What's up, Eduardo? Oh, what's up, man? Y'all know. We're sitting here talking. You're sitting there, and, like, maybe every, like, 5 minutes you jump in, like, oh, yeah, I heard about that. Now, depending on your vibe, what you're going for, I'm not saying that you gotta be you gotta be engaged in that conversation, but, like, if you're, like, quiet most of the time, like he's saying being quiet isn't a flaw, but in this case, it kind of is. Like, if you were trying to make, because a lot of people on social skills make these threads about making friends. You can't make friends if you're sitting there quiet, only throwing out a sentence once every 5 minutes, and then we talk for like maybe 12 minutes, and then we get up and then we leave. We heard you speak 4 times. So you see where I'm going? We're not, me and my homeboys, right? You're not making no impression on us like this, and God forbid we start talking about women. Okay, do I even need to elaborate on that? So being too quiet is definitely a thing. Just know the what's the word I'm looking for? Know the equilibrium, know the balance. That's a less nerdy word. Know the balance between quiet and talking too much, and or just don't be too quiet. Also, what do I want to say? It was something I was just thinking. Oh yeah, I just made a clip on my YouTube channel for those listening to the podcast. Well, oh yeah, it's also up on my podcast. But yeah, listen to my Why Am I Boring clip. I talk about the vibe in social circle there, and this clip's getting kind of long. How long is it? Okay, it's about 12 minutes. Sorry, y'all. But I talk about how your social circle and who you surround yourself with is the main thing that really matters. Like, think about what I just talked about with me and my 3 homeboys. If you don't want to hang out with, like, Giovanni at this doggone Seattle Sideshow running his doggone mouth all, if I'm not your type of person, your type of cat to hang out with, and then my homeboy Eduardo, he's drinking, and then my boy Phoenix, he's like this crazy party guy. Even if you talk, engage yourself in the conversation, you won't vibe and click with us if you're a Pokemon speed running, Magic the Gathering playing, Reddit using dude. Like, you probably aren't going to vibe with us. But if you, not that there's anything wrong, because I do all of those things, by the way, okay? But if you're surrounding yourself with Mario Kart playing, chill, Tekken, Street Fighter playing guys that just are more low key, then that's way better for you because you vibe with them more, and you're just more natural, you're more comfortable with them. You don't gotta calibrate to a vibe that doesn't fit you. So, period, point blank, know your social circle, hang around people that you match with, and don't be too quiet, but also everything this guy said is completely true. But alright, y'all, this is Giovanni Seattle Side Show. Get out there, y'all. Please become more social. We are going through a crisis right now in America. Friendships at an all-time low. Dating is at an all-time low. Look it up. Sex is at an all-time low. Look it up. Birth rate is dropping. Like, y'all, we need to be more social creatures. I'm trying to spread this message. So I got this podcast going, and I'm freezing, and my nose is running, and I'm cold, and my chest is shivering, and I'm ready to go in the house. But all right, y'all, peace.